Welcome to Unit 3, Project Selection and Initiation. We're moving right along with learning about projects and project management. Now in this unit, we will focus on how to evaluate, select, and initiate a project. Once we have completed this unit, you should be able to identify a business need or opportunity that could be satisfied by a project. You will be able to determine criteria to evaluate candidate projects and select a project based on organizational needs. Once selected, you will then be able to develop a charter to initiate the project. So for an individual exercise in this unit, you will identify 3 projects that could be evaluated against a unique set of criteria that you define. You can use the project selection model in the Unit 3 checklist to evaluate your projects. After selecting one project, based on the results of your evaluation and selection model, initiate this project and make it official by developing a project charter. So now let's take a look at the evaluation and selection process. Projects are evaluated and selected to achieve an objective that is tied to the organization's strategy. Some of the considerations given to project selection might include the demand for a new product or service, strategic opportunity or business need or opportunity, or even a customer request or customer need. Projects support program goals and objectives and are evaluated and selected to improve the position of the project portfolio within the context of the organization's mission, vision, and overall strategy. When you identify project evaluation and selection criteria, you want to consider qualitative and quantitative criteria and weight each of these criteria based on the needs and constraints of the organization. Before you can begin to plan and execute your project, it is a project management best practice to develop a charter for the project. The charter is a document that formally authorizes the existence of the project. It also provides the project manager with the authority to expend organizational resources on the project activities. Since this document gives the project manager certain authority to plan and execute the project, it is a good idea to include the project manager in the developed charter activities. Now, the major inputs to developing the project charter are the project statement of work that describes the products and services or results delivered by the project and the business case that supports the project requirements. The charter typically contains why the project exists or the purpose or justification for the project, measures of success, which could be specific objectives and requirements, project description and boundaries of the project. There will also be high-level information related to risks, milestone schedule, budget, and key stakeholders. And finally, the project charter describes the approval requirements, the project manager and project sponsor authority level. Although the Identify Stakeholder process is found in the Planning Process group, I wanted to bring this process into the conversation a little bit earlier. Because we have developed a charter and the key stakeholders have agreed to the contents of the project charter, then we sort of have an idea, and we've already identified a few of our project stakeholders by the time the charter has been approved. So further stakeholder identification and assessment will take place further into the project planning. The Identify Stakeholder process is the process of identifying the people, groups, or organizations that could impact or be impacted by a decision, activity, or outcome by the project. You learn about your stakeholders by analyzing and documenting information that's relevant to the stakeholders' interest, involvement, interdependencies, influence, and potential impact on project success. The major inputs for this process are the project charter and the project procurement documents. The PMBOK provides a step-by-step process for the identification and analysis of project stakeholders. You should examine the section that summarizes the classification models used in stakeholder analysis. It will help you determine how to manage your stakeholder communications and stakeholder expectations. So the next steps to complete this unit is to read the assigned sections of the PMBOK and the online course material, work through the project evaluation and selection exercise, and develop a project charter for your selected project. Post the results of this exercise in the dedicated discussion forum, and then take time to review and respond to other participant postings and project charters.